You know, he even rang in the whole thing about, I came to you at 1 o'clock at night. Slap you, man. Because I love my
Get ready.
I came to you at 1 o'clock a.m. and I woke you up, okay, from your slumbers. And you didn't want it to be affectionate and all that.
And he did this with his
He
face.
started smirking.
Did you see that?
Secret rendezvous.
Why is that Craig David song in my head right now?
Rendezvous to my place at... I'm not a singer. Hey guys, welcome back to Human No Resource. So this is our part 2 for 7 to 9, and we're going to do episode 8, Clinging to Love. So let's talk about Chelsea and Jimmy. So they're visiting each other's houses, right? And so we see Chelsea's apartment a little bit, and we see her roommate, okay? Now, what did Jimmy say? He's like, I don't like her roommate. She's a little too much. Sweetheart, do you not know who you're marrying soon?
The apple doesn't fall from the tree. You know what I mean? Okay?
Right, even her
Birds of a feather flock together.
Her roommate was like, at one point she was like, oh, we're all this in together. We're going to be roommates. If she's getting married, I'll get married too.
And then after you have Chelsea visiting Jeremy's place. Now, guys, let me tell you something. Certain characters on Loveisblind, when they see each other's houses, they act like...
Small for 2 people.
Oh my god! You have laundry in your closet? I am shocked.
Well, she's trying to be nice, Selma. But there's one thing I did not like when he said.
Oops.
He said, if I have meetings.
That's going to pose an obstacle.
Yeah.
If you're going to be living with me. And she just said, I can go to cafes. I love to go to cafes. Chelsea, you make it work, girl.
Okay, now we have Clay and AD.
Clay, did you try to hide your input from your fiance to the house you're trying to show her?
Gave me sibling vibes.
Oh, not you covering the code. Wow. Okay, excuse me.
You know what? Women, we need to start being more expensive about ourselves. Because you know why? If they already did the devil's dance.
Did they do devil's dance?
Yeah. And he's hiding passwords in this game. There was a part in that whole scene. We're going to insert it.
Yeah,
it's actually...
Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Needs a woman's touch.
Yeah. Laura and Jeremy. Now, this one was a little bit intriguing and also creepy for me.
It looks staged.
I live very minimally.
A lot of guys say that they're clean or say that they're tidy. He's like next level. Why is it also like
Organized?
oddly like brought up to the front? Wow. It's kind of serial killer a little bit.
Admitted, it was staged. His house was literally a viewing house.
You know what? Some women took that as, oh my God, this is immaculate. It was amazing. It was super clean. Think about it. If you move in with this guy, and he's the type of guy, if you put like a cup, not on a coaster, he's gonna scream the shit out of you. He has extremely OCD.
To know if somebody's truly staging a house, you gotta see if it matches their wardrobe and their outfit. It's all gonna be polished. And what we noticed, thank you, Loveisblind's camera team, is this. Do you see that gigantic hole?
Yeah, he has a hole in his shorts.
Where's your sewing kit? Where's the OCD?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the thing that I don't like about Jared also?
Jeremy,
I'm trying to forget his name already, you guys. Like, I feel there's something about him.
Much love and merry happy days ahead.
Many happy days.
Not him correcting her dyslexia.
Oh my God.
What is this? Let her read, okay? Let her make those little mistakes.
she doesn't have dyslexia, okay?
I know she doesn't have
her. So now we go to Kenneth and Brittany. First of all, thanks everybody for messaging us and letting us know that Kenneth is a growing red flag. At the beginning, I wasn't seeing it.
Oh, I saw it. I said it. I pointed out.
I had my eyes all day on Miss Sweet Little Brittany. She's giving me boss management vibe.
She is trying in this, okay?
She's trying hard. And she saw his house. And his house was all right for a dude, but completely there is no presence in the kitchen.
Exactly.
That explains why he told her to get into the kitchen when the Dominican Republic
cook me some
make
chicken.
Make with some meals. Either way,
guy
they
is
were sitting
annoying.
down and they were talking about just life. And he was on his phone.
Like, she's like, I liked your presence in Dominican Republic. You know, your spirit was alive and everything, even though he was probably the same thing. He was just soft dolphins. In here, he is laying there, not giving her energy, not giving her presence. He's not there.
It's very telling right now that completely he checked out of Brittany some time ago. Camera team, you didn't show us that. You show us that. We could have picked that out, okay? You made Brittany feel like the one who was like holding back.
You know, the thing is, she's trying her best to make him feel comfortable and being happy and all that. That's why she's giving you that animatic, you know what I mean?
That animation,
character.
like, honestly, it's intentional. So now we have one of my favorite clips is when Chelsea's friends came over to visit.
Yeah.
This was her time to gloat,
Shine.
to flex on her friends, and to let them know, let me tell you what happened, babes.
He got me this.
I'm engaged, okay?
What have you been doing on a Sunday night? Because I'm engaged. Were you at the bar yesterday? Because I'm engaged.
I was at home. And then later on, she took them over to the patio, and she was basically telling them, guys, I got the man everybody wanted.
Yeah.
Every girl wanted my man. And the reality is, he wanted me too. He even didn't choose Barbie. He chose me. And her friends were looking at each other like,
She did talk about Trevor, right? A little bit. And another one of her friends, I could just see her in her spirit. She was like, girl, you fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You choose the guy that was popular instead of the guy who really wanted you. Have you lost your mind? You're in your 30s.
yeah. And you know things, guys, in the comment section for our previous video, you were right. 100% you were right. You said for her, choosing Jimmy was a validation
It was a
purposes.
validation
It was not
thing.
truly love. And I think it shows a lot that she's insecure.
Super insecure. And
And
she really wants this to work. And she's going to be chasing that man
Yeah.
for a really long time.
And then after Jimmy later on came down, and she said, guys, tell him now. What do I get called all the time? And they're like,
Kelly Clarkson?
Carrie Underwood?
Be on the plane. Oh, Carrie Underwood and
Carrie Underwood, I can
Megan
see.
Fox. Yes. Yeah.
Impossible.
They said Carrie Underwood.
Let me tell you, Chelsea, those are not your friends, okay? If they're telling you you look like a Megan Fox, you don't look like Megan Fox. God
You
bless
look
your
like
soul.
you, babe.
Okay, so let's talk about Johnny and Amy. So let's put our serious hat on.
They're going through challenge, guys. Finances, children, and marriage, okay? Finances, obviously, we know she's more like, live your life at the moment. Tomorrow's never promised. And he's more like, I got to retire at 50. We got to save.
We need to be frugal.
And with children, they haven't gotten intimate yet because the reality is she's not on birth control. And she doesn't want to go on birth control because she loves the way her body functions.
But I like how regular everything is in my system. I don't want to alter anything.
I did not know that birth control.
Yeah.
Messes
Birth
up your
control could
hormones.
definitely screw your
Really?
hormones up. Yes.
Okay. And he is the type of guy that's like, I'm not going to do a vasectomy. So
Yeah.
I kind of like how I am too. So they're going through challenges. This could be the first clash that they're having.
This
on
could be a
TV.
make it or break it situation
And
for
he
them
actually
even.
says it. He said, this is going to make it or break it because once we eventually do get intimate, I'm not trying to have a
child.
And none of them are financially ready to support a child anytime soon. So they literally were kind of like,
Yeah.
it's not the fight. It's not the fight yet.
Yeah, they didn't manifest the
Didn't manifest the fight yet, but they're more like,
But it's coming there.
it's coming.
Okay, so we have Kenneth and Brittany, and you guys, this was
The
bad.
dissolution of Kenneth and Brittany's relationship.
Yeah, so they're in the kitchen, and she goes up to him and is like, hey, so you woke me up at 1 o'clock a.m. because you wanted some kind of affection in a way?
It's like, I was coming in and I was a bit, hot. And so didn't get that advancement back from you. So
You know, there's one thing I loved about Brittany. She's letting him know there is something missing between you and us. There's no emotions. There's no passions. There's no feelings.
no
okay?
affection, no chase,
It's
no
basically
nothing.
they're living like roommates, right? And he's saying, no, that's how you feel.
The desire to have it between us. Like, I feel like that desire and crave between you and I is like the missing piece.
For you.
And in reality is we already saw time and time again, he is not even trying to interact with her at this point. He's on his phone.
No.
Now even look at body language, okay? This woman at one point in the couch area, she's more lean in towards him and he's laying there like a log, right? Again. And he's not even trying anything, okay? This guy's body language and the things, his actions, is clearly shows that he doesn't want anything to do with her.
This is not going to work.
It's as if he was waiting for her to cut the cord between them. Okay. And he finally ran with it. When he sensed it, he ran with it and said, listen. And it came out of nowhere too. He said, listen, I guess we are not really for each other, whatever. And he started becoming a preacher and a motivational coach. All that talk, let's just say you don't want to be with her anymore. Be a man about it.
And he
Be
was
a grown up.
gaslighting her. He even brought in the whole thing about, I came to you at 1 o'clock at night. I could slap you, man. Because I love my
Get
sleep.
ready, get ready.
I came to you at 1 o'clock a.m. and I woke you up, okay, from your slumbers, and you didn't want it to be affectionate and all that.
And he did this with his
He
face.
starts smirking.
Did you see that?
So we have Chelsea and Jimmy. Now they have a serious conversation in the kitchen.
Second fight.
Yeah, and you know what? About time, okay? Her emotions really got the best of her, and
She
yeah,
tried to use psychology. She said, I know Jessica is coming up.
yeah.
And therefore, if I blame him for how I'm feeling, then he's going to be consumed by me and his thoughts. He doesn't have room to think of Jessica.
Yeah. So for people who
Let me try
don't
that
know, we'll call it Jeremy showed the pictures to Jimmy about Jessica, right?
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, right?
And he was just like, she looks like a Kardashian.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, okay? And it might be crazy, but I feel like he's in a abusive relationship with Jessica. Not Chelsea, I mean. I feel like it. At one point, he's like tiptoeing around her. He's afraid to hurt her or make her cry.
You didn't
or-
kiss me though.
And that's how we started. Just a kiss.
Yeah.
Really, you know.
You made me feel like I wasn't there. I cooked
dinner for you. I watched the basket. What do you call it? Whatever you watch. Show or whatever. Football. Yeah. We even had the Devil's Dance.
You're the one that wanted to have
Yeah, I
also
did.
maybe wanted a little breather from that dude.
Clingy.
Well, you're saying you want me to give you more love and affection, and I feel like you're giving me too much.
You're too clingy.
Yeah. And she said, I'm clingy.
How
That
dare
is
you?
so rude and disrespectful. Guys, can we talk with each other?
Let's talk.
Was that an honest response from him? If it is honest response, does it make it rude?
Like, in the end of the day, men, they already made their decision. He's going to marry you or not. So at this point, have the little dignity you have left and, you know.
Be your own woman again.
Yeah.
Like, be your own woman.
So we have the ending of episode 8. We have Laura meeting up with
Jessica.
Jessica. Okay. So
Hey, Jessica.
how's it going? Well, they talk about interesting things where Jessica does reveal that Jimmy
Sent a
friend request on Instagram. Oh.
And she kind of let it simmer in for a bit.
Like for 8 hours, right? Yeah.
Well, 8 hours.
Yeah.
A bit too long.
But he retracted that friend request.
Of course, he's gonna retract it.
Yeah.
Not make me
So
look
you
desperate.
You waited
Okay.
too long.
Yeah. And then he privated him account.
She's like, I saw how you look like.
You know, I find very ironic, by the way.
All right.
Laura's sitting there hearing Jessica try to confirm if there is still something between Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, even though Jimmy's an engaged man. But she is bothered how Sarah Ann is moving to her
Fast.
man.
Yeah.
You know? It's very ironic. Keep the energy the same. If you don't like the way Sarah Ann is moving to your man, you should
You tell your
say
friend
the same to
not
Jessica.
So we have episode 9, Secret Rendezvous.
Why is that Craig David song in my head right now?
Rendezvous to my place at I'm not a singer. Leave me alone, okay?
Tonight, what's it?
Be the night.
It's a throwback, guys. Come on, know what it is. Okay.
Sure. Jeremy and Laura. Woo!
So finally, Jeremy sees Laura's family, and I think their family was very nice, very calm, collective.
You know, there was one part I didn't really like about
What's
Laura,
that?
and I feel like somebody needs to talk to her. Stop airing your parents' dirty laundry. If they don't really get along or they have some issues in their marriage, it's still working for them, okay? Let
Yeah.
it go. Okay?
Don't expose that to your man, especially way too early. Let him
He's
sort
not
of
even
figure
your
that
man
out.
for real, even.
Yeah,
So.
and vice versa too, because she overloaded her family. She brought up a lot of stuff. She brought the Hawaiian shirt, the fact that a woman DM'd him, all that stuff. So the family was kind of like, ooh,
this is not our place.
And they noticed there's a bit kind of a bickering back and forth with them.
Yeah.
and that's a little bit
It
of
was
alarming.
very
too.
awkward also.
The dad said something that kind of took me off. He was like, she's a strong-willed individual, you know, especially if you make her out of a princess and you put her on a pedestal,
She's gonna walk all over you.
she's gonna walk all over you. Daddy!
So we have 17 days from the wedding, and we have AD and Clay.
Yeah.
So they meet up with his family, his lovely mom, and his sister.
And AD went straight into business. He doesn't come home a lot, okay? He's handling business way too much. He's not leaving enough room for us in the relationship.
And he said, you know why? You know why you're saying all of this? Because you're not working at the moment and
Yeah.
everything. But when you start working, you're gonna see what I'm going through.
Yeah, and then completely they were going back and forth at it to the point where he said, so what's the problem? And she goes, oh.
So what's the problem? Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna have a sip. Sorry.
And thank God for his mother. She was like the mediator for them.
Yeah.
She basically said, give each other grace. Marriage is a sacred union.
Oh, yes.
Especially it's wonderful with the right person. Love takes time.
Oh, yeah. And, I like that whole speech. She has a certain essence that I like about her. She does mention a little bit, I had 23-year marriage, even though it was a long run,
And even though it didn't work out, I still put in the work.
So at this moment, we are at the climax of episode 9. And you guys, I am living for it. Laura, bless your heart for what you're going through. Jeremy, go straight to We have Jeremy and Laura. And Jeremy came back home at 5 a.m. in the morning.
5 a.m. in the morning, guys. Where you at?
Cool. Gonna meet up at Lost and Found. When I was halfway there, got a text message from one of the guys from the pod saying, hey, Sarah's out here, just so you know. Went there. She comes over to me and is like, oh, hi, Jeremy. Hugs me. And then I come to find out that she's upset about a lot of things. So, in order to not drag things out and make it worse, we hung back.
I thought we left her on the DMs. What happened, Jeremy?
You know what? Remember when you and I commented about how graceful and nice Sarah Ann was when her and Laura hugged each other like, okay, he chosen me. We did kind of peep the fact that she was still somehow holding on to it. There was a bit of scheming.
So she still has some vendetta. I don't know, vendetta.
That
to
literally
get with
is a
Laura.
vendetta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the girl can't take a hit. If the guy didn't choose, like the women, Jessica and Sarah Ann, if the man didn't choose you, run away.
That's not your man.
That's not your man.
There has to be something in your dignity that tells you there is somebody who's going to put me first.
Yeah.
Right?
So they don't have respect for themselves.
An extra layer of reassurance. Like, I shared my location with you. Like, just so you knew exactly where I was at.
How is that supposed to give any reassurance? Nor do I want to be engaged with someone to where I need that level of reassurance.
You want me to start thinking about where you at as if I don't trust you? What is this thing? And he said, listen, I just met with Sarah Ann. I felt like, so I heard she was upset with me. So we stayed
Why did we
till
care?
5 a.m. in the parking lot of Lost and Found, just talking about it.
Where were you?
In the parking lot.
You're just hanging out in the parking lot at Lost and Found till 5-something in the morning.
You see that? Mm-hmm. You think she's stupid. You were not at the parking lot of Lost and Found at 5 a.m. in the morning. No, allegedly you were north uptown near Sarah's apartment. Allegedly.
There's even one part where he's like, I'm not talking about this.
He's like, listen, I'm about to see your mom soon. I don't know anything nice to say to you. I'm done. I'm over it. She got up. Finito. It's a wrap.
I was wondering if she says I'm done, it means are we done with each other, or we're done for, like, we're not getting married.
Same energy. Remember he did it to her at Dominican Republic? He got angry and he said, I'm out. I'm going home or hotel, whatever.
Yeah.
Same energy.
Yeah.
She's done.
Laura, God bless your soul for dealing with that guy and his talkative ways. And now he's seeing his ex. I'm shocked.
Do you think Jimmy's going to do the same thing too?
Who? Jimmy?
He's Jeremy
Well, we
forwarded.
definitely do
Jessica's
know that
DM.
he's going to meet up with Jessica. I'm just hoping Jessica has the sense to understand, move on, find a better man.
Yeah.
Right?
And did you see the part where Jeremy got angry and he just kind of threw his glasses?
Yeah.
You trying to throw it at me?
If it was me, I'd say, was that me? I know myself.
I know myself too.
I said, was
Okay.
that me?
Okay.
Other than that, you guys, that is our review for 7 to 9.
Do you think
part
there was
2.
a villain?
Well, who do you think is the villain?